Hello children, today we are going to see the second chapter of geography, that is longitude and latitude. Here are some images which is on PDF. What is latitude and what is longitude? The horizontal lines lies on the earth's surface is known as latitude. The vertical line, which is vertical line, the longest line from north to south going line is known as vertical line, which is also called longitude. Longitude means long line which goes from north to south pole, and latitude lines are horizontal which goes east to west also. And also here are some uh, given that the difference between of longitude and latitude and longitude are imaginary. Latitude is horizontal, longitude is vertical, and third point is parallel to the equator, and longitude is parallel to the prime meridian, and latitude northern and southern hemisphere, longitude eastern and western hemisphere. Distance from the equator, the distance from the prime meridian. These are the some images of horizontal and vertical lines, which is known as latitude and longitude. Here is the some diagram: 90 degree, 75 degree, 60 degree. They are from north pole. N is denoted as north pole, and S is denoted as south pole, and W and E is denoted as W is denoted as west and E is denoted as east. So here are the some images of longitude and latitude which are divided into degrees: 90 degree, 70 degree, 60 degree, 45, and the line which lies between the earth's surface is longitude and latitude lines. This line is known as equator, and prime meridian lines is lies between east and west from north to south hemisphere. This is some examples of longitude and latitude. The parallels of latitude, also the horizontal lines are also known as parallel latitude. So this is prime meridian. The red one, longitude, is known as prime meridian, and this is known as equator, the yellow one, middle of the earth, which is 0 degree. And here are the some directions: northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. This is south pole 90 degree S, and this is north pole 90 degree N. There are some types of lines which passes through the earth, that is Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle. So these are the important important lines which passes through the Earth's surfaces, that is Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, and Antarctic Circle. Now we see there are the three types of temperature zone. Okay, here is some diagram. So temperature zone, Tropic of Cancer lies in this north hemisphere and Tropic of Capricorn lies in south hemisphere. On the between toroid zone is there. Temperature zone is fixed zone. Okay, and the middle of the tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, middle of this zone is known as toroid zone. Here is some diagram: northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, and equator. You have to draw. Here is the definition of globe: axis, equator, parallels of latitude. Here is the diagram also. Important: Tropic of Cancer, the degree is mentioned and where it is found, northern hemisphere. You have to learn this, all this, and you have to write also. And we are discussing about the three types of heat zone: toroid zone, temperature zone, and fit zone. Fit zone is in the top north, which is cold, sometimes cold and sometimes medium temperature also. Then it comes temperate. After the Tropic of Cancer, the toroid zone appears, and after toroid zone, the Tropic of Capricorn lies. That is normal to medium temperature. It is known as temperate. And now on the south pole, the frict temperature is appeared. Now here is the earth's surface. Earth is like a giant ball. So how can we describe where a point is on it? A system of line is used to locate any place on the surface of the earth. The line of latitude run in an east-west direction and allow us to see how far we are north or south. Lines of latitude runs from north to south, allow us to say where we are east or west. These are the some questions which is in our mind also. How far east or west is, how far north and south is. So that is the line of latitude, east or west, north or south. Lines of longitude is also run from north to south, allow us to say east or west. Here are the some important notes about longitude. Lines of longitude of meridians are vertical lines on a model globe and on the maps of an atlas. These are the longitude lines. You have to draw also, you have to write the all the definitions and all the topics which I have given you in the PDF. You have to write it. So these lines runs around the earth from the north pole to the south pole. They divided the world into 360 degrees. Imagine they are divided into the 360 degree. The prime meridian is the line of longitude that runs through Greenwich. It is the line of longitude at 0 degree. This is the prime meridian. Okay, and now we have to see latitude. Latitude shown as horizontal line, as I mentioned you above, is measured degree north or degrees south of the equator, which is the line around the exact middle of the earth. Lines of latitude are often referred to as parallels. Okay, the horizontal lines, also known as parallel lines, these are the Arctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, and Antarctic Circle. Now we see meridians. This is prime meridian. The dark blue one line is known as prime meridian. There are 180 degree of longitude to the west of the prime meridian and 180 degree to the east. The 180 degree meridian is exact opposite of the prime meridian. It can be called anti-meridian. What is it called? Anti-meridian. The two meridians circle the world and divide into east and west. East and west, they are divided the world. So latitude, the lines of latitude are equally spaced horizontal lines on a model globe and on the maps in atlas. Sometimes these lines are called parallel because they have aligned in one direction. They are all aligned in one direction. There are 89 of them to north of the equator and 89 to the south. The equator is the line of latitude around the middle of the earth, where 90 lines would be are 2 points, the northern and south pole. Lines of latitude. By the end of this session, you will understand that line of latitude are equally spaced and parallel. Learn where the equator, the poles, the meridian, and the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn are. Where is 0 degree? The equator is 0 degree latitude. It is an imaginary belt that runs half point between the North Pole and the South Pole. These are the diagrams you have to draw in your copy. There are some difference between of lines of longitude and lines of latitude, and the difference between of latitude and longitude. Definitions are also given and examples are also given. You have to do in your copy, and you have to learn also where is the Tropic of Cancer, where is the Tropic of Capricorn, where is the prime meridian, where is the equator, what is known as longitude, and what is known as latitude. So be prepared and all the best.